Everyone. Scootsy16 here with the Windy City Thunderbolts in the Super Mega Legend League. Last time we left off, we beat the Soul Spirit in a really great game, and we are currently a half game behind the Green Bay Grapplers for the lead in the Midwest Division. So we are going to see if our team can continue to compete in this division and in this conference, and drive for our first playoff appearance in 3 seasons. And based on the comments in the last video, I saw some requests for the Hermesio herbivores. I feel like I butchered that name, but herbivores. I said herbivores. The Hermesio herbivores. My goodness, I struggle with that name. And we are actually facing off of them and against them in a 2-game series in game 131 and 132. So that is about 30, a little over 30 games away. And I feel like that's a pretty good spot for us to kind of make some progress and see where we're at. So let's go through the season just a little bit further and look to see what we can get through development and see where our team is heading, whether we're going to continue to trend in the right direction or if we're going to start to struggle a little bit, and we'll make decisions as we advance. So I looked through the player development options, and of everything that's available here, the only one I'm interested in right now is Mashed Taters. Would be really nice to see if we can get him that fastball hitter trait, but it expires or it has a chance to expire for 4 games, and we can't afford it for 7 games. So I am going to go ahead and move forward 7 games to see if we can manage to keep that opportunity available. So we'll skip through a 3-game set against the Buzzards and against the New Jersey Jacks, and that'll bring us in the middle of this one against the New Orleans Nemesis. Now, the Buzzards are one of the best teams in the league, so we'll be watching of these 7 games, how many we win and how we do against the Buzzards. That'll be a very good indicator for us. And let's just skip these. So 50 and 44 right now, and we end up going 51 and 50. So we only won 1 out of those 7 games, which is absolutely brutal. So taking a look at what happened there, we got blown out by the Buzzards in the first game, blown out in the second game. We win the third game. We lose all 3 of the games. We get swept by the Jacks, and then we lose the game against the Nemesis. So that is not boding well for us. But let's go through and see. It looks like we still have this one for Mashed Taters. There was another one that popped up. This one for Frank Viola. Interesting. An increase in junk and fielding, lose a little bit of velocity, and a chance to gain consistent. That actually would be really good because with reverse splits maxed out, he might see his mojo jump into locked in pretty quickly as the other team struggles to adjust to him, and then he can get consistent and stay locked in for a while. So I might actually look at seeing if we can get that. But first, let's do this one for Mashed Taters. We'll see. We get the power, the speed, and the contact. Always nice to see those get boosted. And then can we get more power? No. Can we get more speed? I don't really care too much about this one. We don't get it. And fastball hitter? We don't get that one either. So that was expensive just for those 3 boosts. But we'll see where we can continue to improve Mashed Taters, as he is one of the best hitters on this team. And let's see. 12 games before we can afford this one for Frank Viola. And I am interested in getting that. So we will start simming forward a little bit further here. We're 1 game above 500. This next 9 games that I'm going to simulate through will play a big factor in what we do going forward. So let's go ahead and simulate 9 games here. We're at 51 and 50. And 2 games back, we're now 55 and 55. So we lost 6 out of 10, or 9. 5 out of 9 there, and we're 4.5 games back with a plus 19 run differential. I don't know what to do with this team because we have way too much talent to be struggling like this. It's starting to get frustrating. Here's an opportunity for Willie Randolph, 1 for Leandro, 1 for Fowler Rounds. He was our substitute shortstop that had been brought in, and an opportunity for Queen Jimenez to develop, which is someone who we really want to see develop. So I am getting to the point now where I'm considering tossing this tossing this season away just because these development opportunities are going to keep coming. And for some of our younger players, it would be a really good idea for us to take advantage of them. So what do we do? Still have 3 more games before this one's available for Frank. I really want this one for Queen. I want her to develop more. And I like this one for Willie Randolph. Not only is that fielding getting better, but a chance to get power versus righties would be really cool to match with his contact versus lefties. I like this one for Leandro, but I don't think I want to spend that on him as he's already 27. Oh boy. Do we have any young people in the... We do. We have a couple of young people in here. This is not feeling good. I don't know about anybody else and what you're thinking as we look at this. Like our team, we're just too good to be struggling this much. You know what a big change we could make is looking to find a replacement for Ron Santo, as he is older and he is costing us quite a bit. We may want to look to get cheaper there. We also might, we have a lot of platoon players here and we're spending a lot on them. We might cut one of these to get a little cheaper, even though they are younger. Those were my thoughts. Cecil Sawyer is somebody we could get rid of. How's he doing this year? He's at 4.24 ERA. And I believe that's 1-11. Here, let's go look at the team stats. All right. Willie Randolph. He is doing okay, I'd say. He's not stealing many bases, which is unfortunate because we could definitely see that speed allowing him an opportunity. He's getting on base at a decent clip. Leandro not having a great season. He's getting caught stealing a third of the time, which is pretty rough. He's not getting on base that much, and he's not providing much pop. David Ortiz is doing David Ortiz things, which is always helpful. Taters is not doing Mashed Tater things, which is unfortunate. Luckily, Ron Santo is picking up the slack there. Not making much contact, but he is hitting for power. Kathy Cul-de-sac not doing much. Cash Basket not doing much. Hera Williams is doing pretty decent for what we expect from her. Vinny Tannen doing well. Not as well as I'd like, but he is hitting for power and he's getting on base. George Bell, down year for him. Haley, yeah, none of these other people we really care about here, batting wise. Pitching. Lachlan's doing Lachlan things as he normally does. Again, I feel like he should be better, but I'm happy with where he's at. Frank Viola doing pretty well. Cecil and Ken, of course, are struggling here. That's unfortunate. Withers not doing as good as we normally expect him to do. Jensen is having a great season. Kendra's doing okay. Queen and Ryder are struggling a bit, and Ryder is struggling way more than I thought he would. This is really confusing. I have no idea what to do. I don't feel good about the rest of the season the way we've been playing, so I don't know if we're even going to watch that Herbisaurs game. 55 and 55. We're not out of it yet. All right, I'm going to see where we're at by the Herbisaurs game. I am going to simulate to get that one development for Frank Viola, so this 3 games away. We're just going to... I'm going to power through this. So we have 3 games. Let's see how we do in those 3. We're going to be facing the Spirits and the Heaters. We win 2 out of 3 there. Still 4.5 back. Withers Hansen lost some velocity, unfortunately. But I don't know why the 25-year-old is regressing. All right, Frank. Show us what you got here. +4 junk, +1 fielding, -2 velocity. Can we get more junk? Nope. Can we get consistent? Nope, 25% chance for either, and we won't get either. All right, cool. All right, the next one I want, that's 13 games away. That's not going to stay. This one has 9 games, and it's 8 games away from expiring. So we're going to do this one for Queen. So we have to simulate 9 games. So we got 4, 7, 8, 9. So we'll get to the middle of this series against the Wild Pigs, and we're facing the Buzzards again, but this time at home. All right, let's see. 9 games later, 57 and 56, 59 and 63. So now we've dropped below 500. We're 9 games back. All right. It is a lost season. I'm officially calling it. Pepe gets +4 speed. That's nice to see for his development. Withers has a chance to develop more. Hera has some development. I want this one for Hera. That'd be nice. We're going to have to drop some payroll. Queen. This one for David I'm not going to do. And then there's one for Withers I definitely want to do. Especially if he can get that extra pitch. If I buy this one now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford that one for Withers. At least with the current payroll. All right, so 4 junk, 1 fielding, -2 velocity, and get some more junk, please. Nope, we didn't get it. So Queen slowly developing. We got that loyalty up a little bit more. Her loyalty is low. All right, time to dump payroll. Here's the thing. I don't care who I sign to replace some of these players. I'm going as cheap as I possibly can. If we're going to drop payroll, we're going to absolutely drop payroll. So Dan Jeterson here, we're going to bring you in, and you're going to replace Leandro Blacksmith. I liked him, but he's 27. He's not going to be a core player for very long. So we're going to make this decision. And I'm not really worried about the chemistry at this point. We're just freeing up funds and we're making more money. So there's 1 drop there. Man, I'm so mad. This team had so much potential. I'm not interested in Omar Chambo. I know he's 21, but there's no one in this bullpen that I'm interested in releasing because everyone here is someone I really like, and they're also really young outside of Ryder. And Ryder has Rally Stopper and Clutch. He's one of my favorite relief pitchers because of that. All right, so next we have Pumper Lumpkins. So we could bring him in to release one of these outfielders. Cash Basket's 24. George Bell's 21. I think we keep George. Kathy Koldesak is 23. Cash Basket is the better defender and has really good traits. And Kathy, we're currently paying more for her. So I'm going to release Kathy, and we're going to bring in Pumper. Nah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, who else do I want to get out of here? Can we save some money with... I know I said I don't care about the traits, but I kind of do care about the traits. I'd like to see maybe getting rid of Haley Barnstormer and getting our spirited traits back up, but I don't think there is a single spirited catcher. No, there is not. So we'll wait. How much is Haley? Haley's 3 million. That's pretty cheap. Mashed taters. What are you doing? 13 home runs this year. That's pretty disappointing. Over 100 100 games, 427 at bats, only 13 home runs. Is Mash going to be our guy? I don't think so. I like Mash a lot. David, what are you doing? You're pretty expensive and you're getting older. 30 years old. Do we look at releasing David Ortiz? We bring in Waylon Collins. We could bring in Winston Draper. Briggs Phelps. Arsenio Cardenas could come back. This is where we're at, folks. This is a very depressing situation that we're in. Or Dirk Sportswood. I don't care. Let's just go real cheap here. We're going to go with Waylon. I'm sorting this, actually, before I do that. We'll do Winston. Winston just because he's got the flexibility to also play third. So Winston comes in. David Ortiz comes out. We free up 8.3 million. I feel sick to my stomach making this decision. But this Bolts team needs to be reset because currently what we're doing is not working. So, Willie, you're currently operating right around your career on base percentage. You're above your standard OPS numbers. You've been hitting for more pop this year. You have 3 triples on the year so far. You're not striking out too much. You're not stealing as many bases. You're a guy that I'll give a little bit more time to, but you might be the guy that gets replaced and then we just bring in Pepe Vinicio or someone younger. Ron Santo, you're out of here. I know you're playing well, but we are getting rid of this third baseman, and we'll bring in... That's not much of a discount. There is no one. Lena Wall. Sorry, Ron. Love you, bud. We're making a lot of room here. We're keeping Vinny. We could look to replace Fowler. That's because we have Lena to play shortstop. Winston and Pepe can play third. We don't have anyone else that can play for. Oh wait, we have Pumper and Dan that can play first base. Let's replace Fowler with an infielder. But I want to primarily see if I can find an infielder that is a spirited infielder. I guess it just depends on how cheap they are. Waylon Collins here. Only plays second. We can always come back and get more salary dropped. Arsenio. He's cheaper. Yeah, we're bringing in Arsenio here. Boy, this is depressing, isn't it? This is not where I expected this team to be right now. All right, and I think we're gonna keep everyone else. So let's replace Cecil here. If there is a viable, like Bowen, Magana, or Beast Stark. I'm going to go with Bowen Magana here, replacing Cecil Sawyer. We're keeping our bullpen as is. We made a lot of changes here. This team is depressing now. But we freed up a lot of money, and that means the young players on this team have an opportunity to develop, and that's what I think we need to focus on until we get to next year. We'll do a little bit of simming, developing, and we'll check and see if there's opportunities to free up some more funds or maybe some young players that pop up into the free agent pool that we might be able to. I'll star Kathy again, as she has a chance to come back onto the team if she gets cheaper and we find a good opportunity there. But boy, I am deflated. This episode's going to be a little short. I think we're just going to work through the rest of the season really quick. So this one for Hera, 3 games away. This one from Withers is 3 games away, and all the other opportunities are already gone. So this one expires first. So we're going to do 3 games for Withers. Can't wait to see. Let's see what that lineup looks like. George Bell in right field. You love to see him playing out of position. Like, why? This is so confusing to me. All right, I'm gonna play around a little bit here. We're gonna keep Mash at first, keep Vinny at short, Willie Randolph at second. You're gonna lead off. George Bell should be playing left field because he has no fielding whatsoever. Cash Basket in center. I guess that's fine. Mashed taters. Then Vinny. Then Hera. Cash in center. Pumper in right field. Vinny. Pepe Vinicio is DHing. That's actually where I thought George Bell would be. But and then Lena Wall at third base. So, and there's Bowen Magana getting his first start. All right, Sim 3 games. 59 and 63. We are now 62 and 63. So of course we would win those 3 games after dropping all that salary. We see Kendra Kerr with an opportunity. We see Mash Taters getting some fielding, so that's good. We see Frank Viola getting more junk and a chance for Pumper to get stimulated. I'm not interested in that. So we're going to do this for Withers. 1 accuracy, 1 velocity. More accuracy, please. Nope. And can we get a fork ball? Alrighty. So nothing there. All right, next. Kendra. Oh, wait. This one for Hera has 11 games left. This one for Kendra has 20 games left. All right, so we're doing this one for Hera in 2. I'm actually going to simulate 5 games and then do both of these. We have enough time to do that. Yeah, there we go. 5 games, so we play against the Originators and the Platypi. And after 5 games, we go from 62 and 63 to 65 and 65. So we went 3 and 2 there. So we're still continuing a bit of a hot streak for this team, which is super strange. We see that Kathy Cul-de-sac is now a left fielder with a backup outfielder position, so that is actually nice to see, but she's not on the team anymore, so do we consider bringing her back in? We'll take a look as we move further along. Mash Taters with some development opportunities. He actually could play left field, which would be nice, and then Cash Basket for power and contact boost, so some nice things popping up here. We're going to do this one for Hera. Power, speed, fielding. Let's give us some more power and some more speed. Nope. And no there as well. So we'll just continue to get her moving slowly in the right direction. I am interested in this one for Mash. I'm interested in this one for Cash. I'm interested in this one for Kendra. And I'm not interested in these two. So let's do this one for Kendra. Actually, this one expires for Mash sooner. So we're going to do that. 1 speed, 1 arm. 3 speed? No. Can we play left field now? No. Okay. I'm okay with that. I just want him to develop more. And Kendra, 1 game for that and another game for Cash. So we're going to just do 2 games and we will do these 2. So these are the 2 games that we were going to watch against the Herbisaurs, and now we are just simming right through them, so 65 and 65, and we lose both of them, so we get swept by the Herbisaurs. And Vinny Tannen is starting to light it up over there. He's on fire right now, and he has 23 home runs on the year. And let's see, chance to gain rally starter for Willie Randolph, and he gets faster and hits better, so that'll be nice to see too. Okay, so we're doing this one for Kendra. 1 accuracy, 1 velocity. Oh, geez. Do you see that glitch? That means that I need to restart my game, but hopefully I can at least get through the rest of this video. All right, so 1 accuracy, 1 velocity. She's getting a little bit better. That's weird. I now need 2 games for cash, to afford cash baskets. Wait, that doesn't seem right. I think this might be glitching a little bit here, which is unfortunate. I'm going to simulate 1 game really quick. We won against the Moose there. And Ken Owens with a 6 junk. Chance for Viola to gain crossed up, not interested at all. And he also gained +6 accuracy, so Frank Viola keeps getting better. He was a lucky find for us. Okay, so we do need 1 more game for this one for cash. We need 2 more games for this one for Willie. And those are the only ones I'm interested in, so we'll do that other game for cash. We lost that one against the Moose. And let's go ahead and get some power and contact for Cash Bascott. Continue to see her develop. No power, but can we get the +4 contact? Would really like that one. No, we do not. All right, so she gets a little bit better at hitting, just slightly better at hitting, which is super frustrating. She's slowly, incrementally getting better. And we need 5 games for this one for Willie Randolph. So let's go ahead and sim those 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 66 and 68. 68 and 71. So we won 2 out of those 5. Along the way, we have development for Bowen, don't care. Dan Jeter loses speed, that's okay. Hera loses power, that's not okay. She has development, but has a chance to lose off-speed hitter, and I'm not interested in that. And that's all. So, Willie Randolph, let's get this one for you. 1 power, 2 speed, 1 contact. Can we get a boost in power? Nope. Can we get a boost in speed? Max it out? Nope. And then chance to gain rally starter. No. That's okay, because his contact was already so high that rally starter it would just boost it up to its full max, which I think is not necessary. Willie gets a bump to A- now. And I'm not interested in any of these, so we are going to do a 10-game skip now. So we're going to go to game 150. We're almost to the end of the season. We're at 68 and 71, and after 10 games, we go to 73 and 76. So what's crazy is we're only 5.5 games behind, but it's too late in the season at this point. I wonder if we hadn't dumped salary that maybe we could have, but we wouldn't have gotten the chance to develop. Withers loses 3 power. That's okay. Cash Basket with development, but would lose contact versus lefty by chance. Haley Barnstormer getting worse. That's okay. And I don't think any of the player development changed, except for that one for cash. No. Okay. I'm sorry about the glitch. I usually restart before I end up starting these videos. So we have 13 games left. I'm not going to do it all the way. I'm going to just simulate these 2 series against this would be a very interesting series if we were still competing. Oh my goodness, we just went up above 500. We're 1.5 games back. Do I flip the switch really quick? What are we doing here? We're currently 1.5 games back in the standings. We're definitely out of the wild card race. Our division is just terrible this year. But we have a chance to win the division. It's out of our hands at this point. We have to win out, but we also have to count on the grapplers and the hot corners losing We have 7 games left. What do we do? I still can't believe this game is like glitched right now like this. We have 39.9 million. A lot of open field here. I could bring back Ron. Would be at 31 million. If I bring back Ron, and then if I consider, wait, Leandro Blacksmith is there. Bringing him in instead of Dan Jeterson. Donald McFurlow. He's not even, he doesn't even look that good. We could bring in Hanley Dexterez. That'll put us at 19-3. It's a huge get. You know what? At this point, I'm gonna try it. We'll see what happens. So if I bring this one in, if I bring this guy in for Lena Wall, that puts us at 19-3. And then what if I, oops, sorry, whoopsie. Take maybe, who's Bowen Magana for David Gallegos? I think that would be 13-3. That would still be enough. We could still afford that, and our bullpen or our starting rotation just got way better. And if I just make those 2 changes, might be able to replace Pumper Lumpkins with like a slightly better outfielder. Like maybe we bring in Kathy Cul-de-sac again. The only thing I have to worry about is the spirited traits because I want to make sure that they stay at top tier. So this one would drop us down, but I believe if we bring in Hanley for Lena Wall, that bunts us back up. That's fine with me. And then my only decision would be bringing in, replacing Pumper Lumpkins with an outfielder. Oops, what did I just do? So outfielder like Slapper Glute we couldn't afford. Brian Pickleford we could. It's all these. How about Hubba Binks? Kathy Cul-de-sac, we could probably afford her again. And she plays outfield now, so she could help in center field. She's not that fast. Cohen Dantas.
Brighten up your life with
Let's see. Rolf, no. Nori. I can't believe we're at this situation. Benny Balmer. We need to find a spirited for a spirited replacement here, so that'd be too expensive. Leandro. Maybe. Geronimo James. He's a little cheaper than Leandro. Reggie Smith. These glitched figures right now are wild to me. Linda Hand. All right, so I need to do a little bit of math here. So if we bring in, oh wait, Geronimo is disciplined, so him for Pumper wouldn't work. Could do that one for Dan Jeterson, but I think that's going to be too expensive. This might be too expensive overall. So that's plus, no, we're not doing that. It would be plus 7.1. And then we do Hanley Dexterez over whoever's more expensive, which is probably Winston here. or actually Arsenio Cardenas. So Arsenio is plus 19.3. So I did. So 19.3 plus 7.1 puts us at 26.4. And then if we do Bowen Magana for who was it? David Gallegos. That's plus 13.3. Let's see. Plus 13.3. That puts us at 39.7 million. We can afford it. So we do that there. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We got Bowen. You're gone. David, welcome in. Huge upgrade at in the rotation here. Then we're gonna go with Hanley Dexteras is gonna come in to replace Arsenio Cardenas. That's 7.3 million that's left, and then we're going to bring in Leandro Blacksmith to replace Pumper Lumpkins, and we managed to do it. Holy shnikes. And I guess out of curiosity, do we have... No, we definitely couldn't do anything with anybody else, I don't think. Can Haley be replaced by anybody that would be more beneficial? No. Raylan would be nice to bring back in. Milan Masters. Dax Elliott. We could bring... That wouldn't be an upgrade, though. I think we're going to stick with Haley Barnstormer here. And I don't think we do anything else. This is so silly. I can't believe we're here right now. Oh, shoot! What's happening here? Where did I miss my math? Why are we still short one? Oh, because originally I was bringing in Hanley to replace Lena Wall. Shit. All right. Haley, is there any spirited that we can afford? Nope, no spirited catchers. Ooh, boy. Winston's spirited, so Lena Wall. Can we bring anybody in infield related that's a spirited that's equal to or cheaper? So can't afford David. Can't afford Dirk. Can't afford Carey. Can't afford Vito. Or Dario. Or Arsenio. Or Briggs Phelps. We can afford him in a little bit, though. As long as he doesn't get signed. Oh my god, I cannot believe. I just missed that. Oh gosh. Shoot. Who else? No. No. No, I can't even afford to replace him because he's too cheap. And David, I guess the only thing we could consider here is that there is a... See, that just doesn't make any sense to do. We can bring in Cecil again. He wasn't pitching that well for us, though. So it's Cecil, Yanagi, or we don't make this change, and instead we look to replace somebody else. Ken for Bowen. We can't afford that. Nope. Ken is not an option. What do we do here? Do I wait a couple? See, oops. Dan cannot be replaced by anyone. They're all too expensive. And we would need Dale Nail here. Do we wait for Briggs Phelps in hopes that he can drop to the same or to the price that we need him to be at for Lena? That's 0.3 million. And for a couple of games, we would add tier 2 for everybody. The only other option is that we replace Hanley with someone that's cheaper, and then we bring in an alternative replacement. See, I don't want to keep bringing back the same players. Like David Ortiz would be a good option because we know that he's been able to be successful. That's 10.7, and then we'd have 10.9 to work with. So if we bring in Lena, we'll do this, then we'll do that. Yeah, we wouldn't have a third baseman then. Vito Feynman would be it. Like, that's not going to work. Because Hanley and Vinny are going to be our third baseman, I would think. What the hell am I supposed to do? This is so annoying. um, she is not hitting well at all. Cash, do we replace you just for this run with a spirited outfielder? We would just lose her or Hera Wuglium's cannon arm would not activate very much. Hefty Warner. How about Banks? Kathy Cul-de-sac we can't afford. Justin Nunez, that would be a downgrade. Donald McFurlow. That's too expensive. Dale Nail. I guess it would be tier 2 Ace Exterminator plus 20 power and plus 5 contact. Like he would just be a hitter. We wouldn't be doing anything else with him. If we do this, we free up 3.4, which would put us at 3.6. And then we could look at getting... I'm doing so much of this shit. It's so crazy. We could look at getting a competitive player that is an infielder. 3.6 was what I said. So we could afford Ronald Simpson here. Or... No, we couldn't afford Charlie Duncan. Ronald Simpson at second base with no arm. He's just a hitter. Juan Coleman's too expensive. And then Cohen Dantas. Cohen Dantas is not a bad option here. What are the... We have durable for George. That doesn't matter. Cannon arm does matter. And where's... Oh, it would be Cohen's. Tough out, I think. So Cash comes out, and we replace her with... I guess we could look at replacing her with Cohen Dantas. And then we could free up 1.9 million, so that puts us at 2.1 million over. And then Lena for a... So 2.1 million over. 2.1 million. So Kerry Cartman could come in. Or Daryl Mess. That's not a bad one right there. Or we could bring in Briggs Phelps. Actually, that's the one that I think I'll do. What did I say before? Cash Basket comes out. All of this is going to happen, and then we're going to end up losing. So I'm going to bring in Cohen Dantas. 1.9 million freed up. And then we're going to lead a wall, and we're going to replace Lena with Briggs Phelps. All right. Do we have a backup shortstop? Yeah, we have 3 backup shortstops. We have two left fielders, and we have 2 outfielders that can play left field. We have right field, right field, right field. Okay, we have all the outfield covered. We have all shortstop. We have no primary third baseman, but we have Hanley and Vinny who will probably alternate there. And then we will have Winston and Pepe that can back up there. We have Mash at first. We can have Hanley, Vinny, and Dan all play first base. And then we have Willie Randolph, Pepe, and Winston at second base. So, all right, I'm done. I'm done with this. We have 7 games left. How much time is left in this recording? We have 45 minutes left. So we might be left on a cliffhanger here. We're not doing any development. There's nothing that's available. Oh, wait. Suddenly there's this one for Queen that I didn't see earlier. So I'll buy that one for her. We have 4.1 million saved. No one else. Oh, wait. Where did these come from? These were not there before. I'm going to get this one for Vinny. I also want him for the loyalty boost. So get that fielding going up, especially if he might be playing third base. Plus loyalty there. And then we're doing this one for Queen Jimenez, velocity junk, and 2 accuracy. That's lovely to see. Loyalty boost. All right, we're not doing these other ones. Oh, I think we should simulate one game at a time and see how it goes. And if we get to like a deciding game, then I'll leave it for next episode. So we're going to simulate this one. Actually, let me check my rotation. Oh, geez. I didn't even look at the lineup here. So you have Cohen, Dantas, and left field right out of the gate. That doesn't make any sense. But that's our option for left field. Hanley at third. Mash at first. Vinny at short. Hera at right. Pepe at second. Winston Draper. I think that... Yeah, why not? Leandro in center, and then Haley catching. And then Ken Owens. We have Lachlan, who's about to pitch. We have Dave Gallegos. And then we have... So I'm going to have Dave pitch here. And then Lachlan's going to pitch the next game. And then Frank. So we're going to skip Ken Owens' start here, just to get Dave Gallegos into the rotation. So he's going to be our pitcher for this game. And we're not going to watch that one. We're going to simulate it. So Dave Gallegos against Tarok Smith. Dolph Steak is on fire right now. We'll see what ends up happening here against the Waikiki Wide Loads. We're up 3-. Oh, no! We give up a home run to lose, so we drop that game. We're going to simulate the rest. We're 2.5 games back, so we lose a full game. All right, now it's time to play this next one. Jensen Deputy loses some velocity. That's unfortunate. We are going to put Ken Owens to skip the start, and Lachlan comes in fully rested. Suggested lineup. Cohen Dantas is still in left field. I'm going to have George Bell, now that he's feeling a little bit better, come in to play left. Hanley in third. Hera. I don't want Hera in the 3 spot, so we're going to put Leandro here. Then we're going to put George down. We're going to put Hera in the 2 spot. We're going to put Hanley after Willie's 10th, then George, then Winston, then Haley. I think I want Pay instead of Winston DHing. Boy, the pressure is starting to mount here. Um, I might actually also put Hera catching since she's locked in. And then we put Dan Jeterson. What a name that guy is. As in right, we got Dantas. He's not a fielder at all either, so that's a problem. Our outfield's covered, but not very well. Yeah, I think that made sense to have Harris still in right field because Haley is a better player, surprisingly, still. Oh, and then Ken getting replaced by Lachlan. So he gets the start. Whew. Oh, and no, I'm going to leave it as is. So now we get another game here. Let's go ahead and see how Lachlan does against Albert Bauer and the wide loads. Can we win this game? Up one, we'll take the... Oh, we lose in extra innings. I put all that work in, and here's where we're at. Now we have to play face off against Maurice Brick. Didn't look ahead on the schedule, did I? Shoot. This is brutal. We have to win, pretty much win out. All right, Kendrick Kerr has a chance to win or to gain junk and pick officer. I'm going to do that development for her really quick because we have the money and we can afford it, and it would be nice if she gets a boost in junk. I'm fine if she does not get pick officer. That's not my favorite trait. Okay. So, thanks, Kendra. Time to simulate this game. I'm just going to let the suggested lineup play itself. We got Vinny Tannen in right. We have Briggs Phelps playing short today. Mashed Taters all the way in the 7th spot. And Vinicio. Got some tense players over there. Withers Hansen is on fire, though. All right. Ken, do your thing, man. All right, here we go. We down 8-9-1-4. Oh my God! Can we come back? Oh, we almost did. This is over now. Jeez, what a letdown! All those changes that I made. We're 4.5 back. We have less. We only have 4 games left. Training for Haley, no. Well, you can't say I didn't try. I probably could have changed my mind a little sooner or committed for a little bit longer, but I'm just going to simulate the rest of the schedule. We ended up winning out 82 and 80, but we could not catch up, and we ended up going 3 games back and 19 plus 19 run differential. Cohen Dantas loses contact. I don't care. Training for George Bell. No training for Derek Jeter or Dan Jeterson. Withers gets more junk +6. That's awesome. This season's gonna be wild for how many changes we're about to make. And what this team's going to look like afterwards. God, what a shame. All right, we're doing this one for George Bell, and then we're calling it. I'll simulate through the playoffs, and then we will wait till next time to see the off season. All right, so here we go. George Bell, more power and speed. Chance to lose that secondary position, but honestly, I'd never want him playing any other position than right field. He gets more speed. That's awesome. +6 there, and he maintains the secondary position. So huge loyalty boost right before the end of the season for him. I think he's going to be our primary. I think he's going to be our primary DH next year. That's going to be my goal, is to get him into the DH spot until that fielding gets better. I'm not paying for anything for anybody else because I'm not risking anything for players like Hera and for Frank. All right. Quick peek at the league leaders. Lachlan did make it into the top 10. He was number 10. Um, 278 Ks in one complete game. No one in the batting. No one here. It looks like Bloop Michaels ended up leading the league and in batting average and home runs with 37 there. Low power performances from the league overall. No one here. Bloop led the league in slugging and OPS. He also led in hits by a lot. Extra base hits, second behind Hank Aaron. Leandro got caught stealing 10 times, so that's unfortunate. Prince Chavez led the league in stealing. Our sweet Prince. On the pitching side, no one on our team in wins, ERA, or saves. Lachlan with a 1.12 WHIP makes it into the top 10. He also led the league in strikeouts. Frank Viola making it number 9 with 223 for him. Lachlan, strikeouts per 9 innings, led the league. Frank Viola right behind him. Walks per 9, Kendra, and then Lachlan. And then strikeouts per walk, Lachlan, and then Frank. So those two players pitched really well. We knew Lachlan would be the core of this team. And taking a look at the stats for the rest of the team, Vinny Tannen led the team in home runs and RBIs, also led the team in hits. So he came in his rookie year and just absolutely popped off. Second on the team in doubles. So he did really well. I wish we could have developed him more, but I'm really happy with his performance. Willie Randolph did okay. He also had 12 errors. Why is his fielding so good, but he has so many errors? Haley Dexteris was only on the team for a little bit there at the end. George Bell had a down year. Leandro did okay for his time on the team. Mashed Taters, down year for him. That was disappointing. He might not make the cut if we can find a viable first base option that might be cheaper and younger. Harold Williams will still like to keep her. 14 home runs for her is pretty cool to see that number go up. Pepe doing okay in his reserve role. And then no one else offensively here. Pitching wise, yeah, Lachlan, great. Ken, still struggling. I don't know if he's a development option going forward. He's just been taking too long. This depends on what we end up doing for season 4. Frank Viola had a really great season. I'd like to bring him back for sure. Dave Gallegos came in at the end of the season and seemed to pitch okay, but Withers Hansen, 371 ERA. A little bit of a down year for him. Jensen had a great season. Queen did okay. Kendra and Ryder did not do that great in their time. That's not great to see. I don't know if we keep them around. We'll make some decisions, but that's the team. Let's quickly sim through the playoffs, and then let's get to the off season before we finish off this video. So it looks like the Grapplers once again lead the division for us. Let's simulate through the playoffs and see who ends up winning in season 3. I'm going to skip ahead just because of time, and let's see who won it all. The Grapplers made it to another championship but lost to the Herbisaurs as they were the #1 seed in the Mega Conference. And the Herbisaurs, our season 3 champions. Looking back over the first 2 seasons really quick because I'm curious. The Buzzards won in season 1 over the Soul Spirit. Season 2, it was the Grapplers, and then they made it back to the championship but lost to the Herbisaurs in season 3. All right, that's where we're at. We'll talk to you all in the next episode. I apologize for the unsuccessful team through 3 seasons. We'll see what we can do differently next time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.